99.9% of the time you are angry with your child because you are not being able to process an inefficiency of yours.
For parenting tips, celebrity interviews, recipes, conversations with experts, DIYs, and lots more. Subscribe to Kids Talk Press now.
So could we please welcome Mansi with a big round of applause, and thank you so much for being here with us today, Mansi.
Thank you. But the reason why I wanted to be here is for the vision of the children and the philosophy that they're trying to bring together with this school. I think it resonated so much with me. First of all, I'm a big believer of let the child lead the way, and because they follow Reggio Emilia and because it's a very child-centric curriculum. First of all, anybody who tells you as a young parent that I'm an expert, just run away from them. Because really parenting has no experts, and me included, right? Because every parent is different, because every child is very different.
How do I deal with my own frustration when I step back by hyper-parenting?
The most important, and I'm going to break this into reflective and actionable, right? Because at the end of the day, you all need to go back and know how do I action this and work on this, right? So reflection is to first understand that you are going through something and what is bothering you, right? Like to understand that something is bothering you. Like I know I cannot handle hunger. I'm a very bad parent when I'm hungry. So I make sure that I always pack my dabba before my child's dabba. In traditional society terms, I'm the worst mother because how can you pack your child's dabba first, right? How do you always eat before your child? Because I don't want to eat the leftovers. I'm not selfish. But I know that if I'm so selfish to the extent, in traditional terms, that I am happy not falling sick but happy letting my child fall sick. Silly sardi khasi, not serious. Why? Because
take care of the child, huh?
no, because if I collapse, the system collapses, right? It's as simple as that. I mean, like it or not, whoever's the primary caregiver of the house, if they collapse, the system collapses, right? So I'm always happier that I am healed and hearty. If my child is suffering, I will take care. But that's to say that I'm not selfish. I just make the system work in a way that's most efficient in my house. Now, I always understand that, like I said, that I'll pack my dabba first. I'll never let myself drop on a hunger scale of 1 to 10. I will never go below 5. I will always have food in my bag. Because I know that I will never be able to think rationally if something's bothering me, which is hunger, right? So to say that, always identify when you are angry. 99.9% of the time you are angry with your child because you are not being able to process an inefficiency of yours. Think about the last time you got angry, everybody.
100% resonating with this thought.
Right? Yes. Like it could be you just had a fight with your mother-in-law. Your boss has just shouted at you. You were thinking I'm going to make palak paneer, but there was no palak. Arey chup raho na, palak nahi mila hai. Arey, but what does the child do? Right? But and guys, let's understand this is human. So एक रात में problem solve नहीं होने वाला है. But it's a repeated pattern that you keep figuring out, where you say, what made me angry today? Like I have a pattern that every time I'm angry, I need to write. Okay, like I will journal. I will write it down and get it out because I need to know what is bothering me. And once I put that on paper, it just vanishes. Because then last line of that journaling activity will be what next? Because I know, okay, now I poured my anger out. Again, I have to do something now. What do I need to do next? I need to go and drop this one to this place. I need to write this piece. I need to do this shoot. I need to study this. I need to make the elder one go to this class. Whatever else it is, right? But you need to understand what is the trigger for your anger. Every time that you are angry or losing your cool, just ask yourself, what's making me angry? What's making me angry? What's making me angry? You can write it even on your phone.
Deep down, after a while, you actually know what's making you angry.
You know it. You
Yeah.
know it even when you're getting angry.
Yeah.
Right? So just identify that. Just identify that one piece for you. Just in your notes, just write, today I got angry because. That's it. Just one line. And the second part is how you make this actionable. Like I said, journal, that is right. If you are not, you hate writing or whatever, keep sending voice text to yourself. And then just listen to all of the voice texts. Good idea. And the third is, make sure that you are not around your kids that time. Just lock yourself in the bathroom for 5 minutes, like you do when you're scrolling Instagram or whatever. Just lock yourself up, address it, and say, okay, I'm now ready to respond and not react. Just these three things. So you have a problem and you have the solution. And the minute you start doing that, you will see that you will be far more effective and you will not be that parent who's constantly triggered. And over a period of time, if you see a pattern in why you're getting angry, you really need to work on yourself. Like I know my triggers. If I don't exercise, I get angry. If I don't eat, I get angry. So I just make sure that I just fulfill, like not so much to the extent that now my husband and kids will, I think you need to go work out or whatever. Like they'll just do that. So just figure out what's your trigger and what's the solution to that. Right? Like I know for me, if I've missed something, doing that helps me. So identify, is it just good music? Is it dance? Is it speaking to a particular friend? But it cannot be scrolling Instagram.
For parenting tips, celebrity interviews, recipes, conversations with experts, DIYs, and lots more. Subscribe to Kids Talk Press now.